Hello, everyone. Jorge here with Avalos Cloud Native and Nexus Technologies. So this is going to be video number 4 for the playlist of Cloud Underground. This one right here. So video number 4, right? We're discovering this underground box or the underground Nexus, which is basically a sandbox that we call it. Like you have everything that you need in IT. You have containers, microservices, redundancy, failover systems, clustering, Kubernetes, using top top tech technology right now, cutting edge technology, which is microservices. Who is now using microservices today? A lot of people. So that's exactly what you learn with us. You learn microservices. You learn how we build this box. You know, you have GitLab built in, Git Kraken, Kubernetes, Docker containers, and much, much more. There is over 30 containers running here to make sure that this box is always up and running. Your systems, your developing environment, anything you can think of. You're going to learn top tech technology and concepts in here, so you don't have to wait 10 years to reach this level of not talking IT in general. When it comes to zero trust, right? Do you know what is zero trust? Do you know how containers they work? Do you know what a hypervisor is? Do you know what Kubernetes is used for? Do you know what GitLab or GitHub? So all these concepts will help you to develop and start a career just like that. In a few months, you're gonna be up and running. And if you know how to use these tools, and if you learn how to use this box, and if you understand how these technologies they work, and you know how to maybe implement the same concept that we have here in Amazon, in Google Cloud, or Alibaba, or Microsoft Azure. Listen, you build the same concept that we did here with this open source sandbox toolbox. Listen, you can maybe be consulting with us. So just join our team if you have experience. There is we have no fee for people who can add value to the dojo. But whoever is new, come and join us. We're gonna train you. We're gonna coach you, and we're gonna do a one-to-one interviews so we can help you to reach your goals, your path. Or if you're a developer and you just need you have an idea that you want to develop with us, come on board too. Just have a chat with us. So let's get started. Video number 4 for Cloud Underground. We are discovering the underground box or Nexus, underground Nexus. So as you notice, there is over 30 containers running over here. So just to make sure that we are on the same page, I did deploy an OS, and in that OS, I deploy a Docker container, and from the Docker container, I pull out a container, and that container have many other containers. So it's like a multi-cloud of containers. How cool is that? Like multi-cloud of containers. Is that something you hear every day? Not really. I don't think so. Not what I was in my last job, to be honest. But you have the opportunity to be like, wow, multi-cloud, cloud agnostic. What is cloud agnostic? Okay, an architecture, a software, or a tool that works in any CPU. That's great. Multi-cloud, okay, multi-cloud for VMs, multi-cloud for containers. Well, come and join us. So let's keep going. So I was having a hard time, which I'm gonna make a request here. I was having a hard time trying to get access to the main web top machine, which is this one right here, which is gonna load right now with HTTPS from my own host, my own computer using the browser. I have access to the machine. So it looks like there is an error there for some reason. Let me go into the browser, and I'm gonna get access to that VM straight from the hypervisor interface. I'm gonna try to reset this in here. This is loading. Okay, it is loading here. Let's see if it loads over here. Yeah, I think it's working here too. All right, so as you notice, I was getting access from the hypervisor. I'm gonna leave this alone. I'm actually just gonna minimize this in here. Unless you have machine still there. See? Yeah. So in here, this an Ubuntu machine hosting a Docker container, and that Docker container, which is the Nexus underground Nexus, have this machine here, which have many other containers. And from this machine right here, from this container, we have container. You have all these containers in here. Container is to manage your containers, okay? So in here, I'm gonna have to make a request to have the terminal on the desktop and also to have Firefox on this desktop because I couldn't. Oh, the menu is right here. I see it now. I couldn't see it before. Okay, great, great, great. Looks like I fixed something by rebooting the machine. So let's type here Firefox. So what are we gonna do right now? We're going to explore the box. Okay. So as you can see, there is an initial page. And here it's gonna give you instructions. So I think this is what they call the get box. Let's see how they call it. The get BIOS control. You have to see my previous videos so you can follow along. So I'm gonna set to here and see what happened from there. While this is loading, I don't know why it's taking so long. I'm going to open other machines from here. Oh, there you go. That's opening right now there. So from here, now I'm on the main container that hosts many other containers, multi-cloud containers. Let's call it that way. Okay. So let's scroll down. There's a welcome in here. There's an incubator program that we're gonna show you how it works. Okay. And now here, it will tell you how can you get access to all these systems. Portainer, you already saw Portainers. I have it right here. Portainer is open, right? And now let's try to go to the first system. So quick commands, instruction how to set up Portainer login, which already did that. We already did that. We fixed that problem. Okay, now let's go back. Let's see how can we change the password for, let's take a look to Grafana. Grafana first, because I don't want to be setting up passwords right now, but let's go and open Grafana. So you have to open this locally, okay, on the main Nexus box. So let's click in here. Now we got Grafana. So basically, this is monitoring a lot of stuff in here. And we have the default username and password. Let's go here. Let's copy up your point. Copy. Admin over here. Let's save that. And what is Grafana? Now you have observability for anything counter metrics. Could be sys logs, right? So what do we have here? Dashboard doesn't have, we're monitoring something here, containers. So let's see what happened with the containers right now. So the host has 4 CPUs, has 17 gigabytes of RAM, 1 alert, 29 containers running. So this is basically monitoring. This is a dashboard to monitor container. And memory usage is using a lot right now. CPU a lot. I'm gonna have to give it some more RAM and some more CPU hardware resources. So we can help with that problem. Container, the network input output, of course, is low because I'm not doing a lot. This is a really cool dashboard. I like it. Excellent. Thank you very much to Sensei Nato for this amazing design. Now let's take a look to the GUI or graphical user interface for Wazoo. Right, Wazoo is basically like a monitoring system for your devices. So you can have alerts and all kinds of stuff in there. So it looks like it may be the same password. Okay, it means secret password. What would be a secret password? I have no idea. So I'm gonna say admin here. I'm just gonna type what I copy there. Okay, looks like that works too. It's loading. It's doing some checks for the APIs and all that. Oh, this is so great. It's like updating. All right, so do we have any security events? So it looks like we're not monitoring anything right now. It's just there. Look, we have built in the NIS 853, GDPR compliance and all that, HIPAA. Wow, this is so great. So Wasu is a tool that came out, I think, last year. It became so popular. Is anything on the dashboard? Okay, I can create my first dashboard if I want to. All right, great. So we have Wasu for I think Wasu is like more like an EDR, and also let's see what the internet call it Wasu, because it does a lot. It does even patching and all that. Okay, Wasu is an open source XDR and security information event management. There you go. So what is used for? Wasu provides security visibility into your Docker hosts and containers, monitoring their behaviors and detecting threats, vulnerabilities, and anomalies. You see that's open source too, and it's built in on the box. And now we have Wasu, we have Grafana for observability, and let's see what else we have. Let's go back to the main page. We got the Cyber Life Torpedo Cloud front end. Okay. So how do we get there? Do I click in there? There you go. So now we're gonna say accept the risk because everything doesn't have a valid certificate. You can have, let me see here. They were telling us that we use any password we want. To log in, create your username and use the file install. Okay, let's see how that works. So I'm gonna say here, Jorge. I'm gonna enter the password. I'm gonna say install. I'm gonna save the password here. Now it is installed. While this is installing, let's move to the next feature of this underground Nexus. It's called the Cyber Life Torpedo or the S3 bucket. It's basically a storage feature, right? So let's click in there. Let's click in there. Let's copy the username and password, which is the same. Okay. Now we have an storage solution in here. And let's see what features tell us. Main.io is a cloud-native object store built to run on any infrastructure, public, private, or edge clouds. Primary use cases include data lakes, databases, AI, machine learning, software as a service applications, and fast backup and recovery. Main.io is dual licensed under the GNU AGPL version 3 and commercial license. You see, now you have an storage solution for objects is cloud native. You can use it on the public cloud, private cloud, any edge cloud if you want to. Now you have machine learning. Oh, primary use cases for machine learning databases and all that. So how can you authenticate here? There's a few ways. But let's try to log in here. Oh, that fell in there. Let me copy that in there. Well, I thought it was the same username and password. Let's try that again. He didn't like that, so mini. Oh, yeah, the default password didn't work for some reason. I'm going to copy this again. Let me go over there. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what happened. We may have to investigate about that. Okay, I'll solve this after. So let's see what happened with, we have, this is Wasu right now here. Yeah, this is for Wasu. And our previous Grafana is still running. Then we have an error over here. So what happened with this? This one was actually was that a cyber torpedo? Yeah, it was a cyber torpedo. So let me open it again. And I did create a username and password. I don't know if the device installed it or not. Maybe it was rebooting. It's logging in. Yeah. So now I have a dashboard. And this Cyber Life Torpedo is, sorry, the Cyber Life Torpedo cloud front end. Okay, maybe that's what I need to do. So what is this Cyber Life? Sorry, Cyber Life Torpedo cloud front end. So let's read in here a collaboration platform that puts you in control, privacy, productivity, interoperability, and community. So you can import and export anything you want with open standards, enjoy constant improvements from thriving open source community, host your data and files where you decide. Okay, Nextcloud to all your devices. Sure. So seamless integration with Google Play and Apple Store too. There's a desktop app for this thing. Wow, calendar and contacts. So it looks like it's a collaboration platform, yeah, for like let's say like chatting and maybe sharing apps. Get involved, community. There's an enterprise version, okay? And there is some other versions in here. Get in social media. All right, good. Good evening. Excellent. This one will be so cool to play with. So I'm gonna leave this for now here. And I love it. I love all these features built into this sandbox. And everything is microservices. This is not a full OS. It's just wow. So this is like an storage solution too. I'm wondering if this one will fix itself. Maybe because it had the same name. So I'm wondering like maybe I need to set up the password first. It relates to each other. No, I don't think so. Maybe something else. I'm gonna have to investigate that. All right, so let's go to the knowledge base book stack forward. All right, let's click in here. Advance. I'm gonna accept the risk again. We got an error here. I'm gonna close these. I'm gonna open it again. Yeah, something is broken. I guess we're gonna take care of this one. Maybe the container is down. And we have to find out what container is down. Maybe I'll delete the HTTPS. No, fine. Okay, we'll come back to this one after. So that one was called a knowledge base, maybe a knowledge base solution. All right. So now let's go to the underground Nexus secret valve. Oh no, this one, the Ubuntu KDE. Okay, so this machine is basically the SOC, the Security Operations Center desktop. Let's open it up. Looks like it's gonna bring another virtual machine inside another virtual machine, which everything is multi-container, multi-cloud container. So cool. So what do we do in this box? Look, we open this. We have Firefox in here too. Let's see what it does after. So you open that, we are in here. So there's a password and username. Let's see what happened with this. So I'm gonna have to give it some more time. It's a little bit slow. This will come back later for that, okay? Let's go back to there is another machine. Oh no, this one here. Underground Nexus secret valve. Let's see what do we have there. What happened when you create? Okay, you need a token to log in here. Here's something to play with later on. Again, we are doing discovery slowly for you to understand all the features, all the options, all the technologies, all the cloud native technologies or microservices that this underground Nexus is using. Okay. And remember, with us, you're going to learn so many different terminologies in such a short period of time. So, okay, we try that one. What else we got next? Looks like we have Visual Studio Code in a browser. That's so cool. So I don't have to install it. It's the browser version. Let's see how it looks like. Hey, how many developers can we have here doing stuff? I just need to provide you an access to a browser, right? You log into a machine and then you open your browser and you basically developing with others using Zero Trust Cockpit, right? So this is so great. Browser version. I'm wondering how fast it works. We're gonna test this slowly. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So this must be a container that is Linux based with a GUI version of Visual Studio Code. That's awesome. What else we go here? Collaborator workbench, right? Let's see. Not working here for some reason. Okay, let's go to the next one. Traffics API. Let's see what's gonna open. All right, so for those who don't know, I think traffic is basically for monitor. It's a security system. I think it is. Let me see here. Oh, all right. So what is traffic? Let's see here. What is traffic used for? It says, oh, pronounced traffic. It's a modern HTTP reverse proxy, a load balancer that makes deploying microservices easy. Traffic integrates with your existing infrastructure components, Docker, Swarm, Kubernetes, Console. Okay, this is great. This is for deploying microservices. So good. And it's also a reverse proxy and a load balancer. That is awesome. That's great. Remember, you're working with containers only. Okay. So how that looks like? Let me see how it looks like. It's a reverse proxy. It's a load balancer. That's why you see routers in here. Services, middlewares. You see? So you have a security operation center. You have traffic for deploying containers, which is also giving you like an idea of, this is security too, because it does reverse engineering. So that's great. And what's next? Let's go. What's next? We're gonna play with all these tools slowly, okay? I just trying to give you an idea of what the box has built in. Now you have WordPress. Basically, on this same machine, I can deploy many WordPress containers and have 10 different web servers by just spinning a container. So it is built in the box. So you can have many different websites for many different services. We have you developing with Visual Studio Code. You do your front end. Then we can migrate it over here, import it into WordPress if we want to. So I think this is because this is a new installation. Maybe I'm wondering what will be the file right here. So they give us to us. So underground admin. I guess I don't need to show you that. It's just WordPress. So now we got GitLab. Cloud Underground is an official GitLab partner, right? So let's click in here and see where it's gonna take me. So I'm guessing you're gonna have GitLab. Maybe it's a GitLab runner, which would connect to the main GitLab repository. So I don't know. Oh, so it's opening something. Okay, you got a community edition too. So basically, we need to reset the password if they didn't give it to us. Okay, so GitLab is basically a tool that will let you do CI or CD, continuous integration, continuous deployment, continuous delivery. You choose how you want to call it. And it will let you manage containers, automate things, scan vulnerabilities, scan the codes that your people is pushing. You may have people using codes in Visual Studio Code, right? And you just want to scan the code, right? And you push it to GitLab. But there is other options like Gitkraken. I think we're going to be using Gitkraken a lot. So let's go back here. Let's close some of these windows so I can have some more room to show you more stuff. Do you see all the applications that you are finding inside here, inside this underground Nexus box, or the everything IT box, which is everything security, storage, any concept you think of? We are using top concepts, top technologies, which is what everyone is using today for you to get a job, right? So GitLab, I think, was the last thing. And there is so much references about Kubernetes for clustering and managing container and much, much more. Well, I'm gonna say congratulations to Cloud Underground for this amazing design of using one container deploy on a Docker container, which they have an OS. So this is a stack: OS, Linux. Then you deploy Docker. Then you deploy the underground Nexus, which is a container. And that container, we have many other containers, over 30 containers, right? Means that they're running on top of another container. So you call it multi-cloud container. The good thing about it is that the Cloud Underground developed this using a full OS. They have the full OS version. You just spin the OS anywhere you want, or you just can deploy Docker in any other machine anywhere you want. And that makes this thing called cloud agnostic because it can work in any architecture. And you can have this running in all the architectures you want. Maybe you have servers in Alibaba, maybe servers in Amazon, maybe servers in Azure. It will work. Microservices, doesn't care, right? You can connect all these boxes like minions like underground Nexus, where you have runners, GitLab runners, and they connect to the main repository. So in the end, you can have many people, to 500 people working in each underground Nexus, everything using zero trust cockpit, secure, because people is using the Chrome browser just to log into these machines remotely. It doesn't matter. We'll give you more details after, but in the end, you have puppets, and they're just pushing code. While we're doing vulnerability scanning, we're patching, we're doing security operations center, we're doing security information event management, we're doing a lot of stuff here, making sure containers are always running, everything is taken care. That's why there is no need for IT. But we need people who wants to learn this because we're going to be providing these services, not just for this box. We can apply the same concept in other environments with other vendors too. So, and you use these platforms you need this to develop anything. So any application, any system needs a platform. Well, that's how you're going to be here. You're going to be a platform engineer. You're going to be a SRE engineer or site reliability engineer. Okay? So what else we got here? Virus control, start today. And I think we're good to go for now. All right, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much. Have a good night. It is 4:40 p.m. here, August 22nd, 2024. And reach out to us. Did you want to learn? Are you just starting from scratch? Join our community. There is a small fee to get in, but the fee is for life. You have to stay active. We want you to stay with us, working with us, because we got plans for you. If you are someone with a lot of experience and you have value to add, come and join us. Come and collaborate. Let's help others. Well, we'll build maybe funds to buy data centers, to increase our efforts to have a proper and better LMS for whatever you're doing, right? Because this course is already designed. Cloud Underground already have a system. They know how to teach this. They have a system for this. But what about your own version? Maybe you want to create your own sandbox for a specific use case, right? So who knows? So anyways, Jorge here with Avalos, Cloud Native, and Nexus Technologies. Please subscribe, please like it, support me, and thank you very much. Bye.